All right.
That's golden.
I'm a
That
loud
was a
clapper.
good clap.
Yeah. I actually won an award in, I think, school one time for loudest clapper.
Wow. Not fastest, though.
Oh, hell no. And it could have been from when I was biting heads off markers and spitting the colors. I was a weird kid. So, whatever. Mom's like, how do you punish this? You're eating your goddamn school supplies. No. I like spitting blue. I don't think it's a big problem.
All right, so this is the first podcast by our new channel known as Other Brother. So we're gonna be doing these once a week and just having a few beers and messing around.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Topics will vary from anything to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever have any recommendations, feel free to comment that, and we can just go from there.
Well, let's introduce ourselves then
Yeah.
for the first one. I'm Logan.
My name is Turbo.
And I'm Noah.
We are the three other brothers.
Two brothers. And a brother.
And the other brother.
Yeah, I'm the other brother. I was adopted, but whatever. I'm
Right.
your favorite. It's cool.
So how was your week then, Turbo?
Oh man, I pretty slow, you know, just same old stuff, jobs, and a little bit of video gaming here and there, and got to play some kickball this week, so that was
Very
fun.
nice.
It was a doubleheader, went 1-1. Yeah, man, no beer allowed at this league. I've seen a lot
It's
of.
not a beer league?
No, not a beer league. It's a work league, and I even made a joke about, all right, let's take a beer break, and then and everybody just kind of like. That's a write-up if I've ever seen one. So, oh shit, just kidding. You know, all we drink is water.
Sir, you took it a little bit too far
Yes,
with that joke.
seriously.
You can just take a step back.
You can just get out of here with your purple bandana. Just get out of here.
This sounds like one of those voluntary leagues.
Yeah, and I got a boss who talks a lot of shit too on the team. Like, she's sitting there and there's like people getting ready to load the ball and she's like, bada bada hey, bada bada bada. I'm like, it's kickball. No one's batting anything, but you know, she's the boss. You know, I can't really correct her.
Right.
Yeah, you know,
So it's a co-ed league.
Yeah.
co-ed league. Yeah,
Yeah.
chicks, dudes. I play dick up. So.
You said you played a few games then. What games you play?
What did I play? Well, due to your recommendation, I've been trying to get all the Riddler trophies on, you know, freaking Arkham Knight, and it is hard as hell.
How far along are you?
Dude, I got so many more left. I got like at least like 30, I think. And then I was at that one part of the
Wait,
mission
that's
where...
not that bad.
Well, yeah, but then there's the ones where it's like, okay, there's like a robot, and then you gotta use that little electronic thing to shoot a Riddler thing, and then it's like only 3 seconds left, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do. So I'm like consulting YouTube, and they're just like, you're stupid, figure it out. I'm like,
You're on Yahoo Answers like, please, for the love of God, help me. Where's the 12-year-old who knows how to do this?
I'm telling you. And then I got to the point where the Riddler's all like, hey, I'm gonna fight you when, you know, you collect all the trophies. I'm just like, quit being a pussy and let me kick your ass so I can see the Nightfall ending and just like, you know, be done and like start the, you know, the whole campaign over again. But it's tough, man. I don't know how you did it.
So I'm about to ask you what the ending was when you don't have all the trophies.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
let's first give a spoiler warning here. Tune out for like the next 90 seconds if you don't want to know the end.
If you still care,
Hands
too.
over your ears like this.
Yeah.
And
End of Arkham Knight. Noah will rub his head when the spoilers are over.
Oh, man.
So then, when you didn't have all the trophies, how did the game end?
So, you know, at the end when you're beating like the Scarecrow and all that stuff, and you're kind of like hooked up to like whatever the thing Batman's hooked up to.
Yeah, and you're going through like Joker's shit.
And then you pop off the mask, and everybody's all like, "Oh my God, Bruce Wayne! Like we never knew." And then it was you like take him back to the GPCD, and he's like locked up with all the criminals, and then you go back to Wayne Manor, and then all of a sudden the whole like place just like explodes or something. It's like activate the Nightfall, and then just. The whole fucking place explodes. And I'm like, hey, is that what was supposed to happen? Like, did Alfred leave the gas on? Is this like some sort of insurance scheme that like Bruce is just plotting and we have no idea what it is? So yeah, the whole place blows up and then it's all like, for a real ending, beat all, you know,
For a
all the
real
missions
ending?
first. Yeah, I'm all like, what? So this is just some like shoehorn ending that they just threw at you? So
Okay.
yeah, I'm hella confused on it. I don't know.
It seems like something like, would they expect you to load your save at that point and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't beat the game yet? Like,
So
what's the point of that?
you're still able to play after that happened, though.
Yes, I am, because the only mission that I had yet to complete was the Riddler challenges. So, well, actually, I think there was a couple of those.
And the DLC ones.
Well, the DLC one. Do you have to complete all the DLC and all the original ones to get the Nightfall?
No,
it's
the
just
DLC ones are just dope.
Oh, okay, they are pretty good. I still haven't done Killer Croc or the Mr. Freeze. but
Killer
you were
Croc
telling me
is
that
actually
was-
kind of scary. Yeah.
Killer Croc's
All
awesome.
right.
So what happened? What's the difference then?
Are you gonna rub your head?
No, I actually think it'd be really funny if I don't rub
No,
my
I'm not
head.
going to spoil. I'm not going to spoil the actual difference because he hasn't seen it yet. He's working
Oh,
towards.
I
to
really
see that.
want to know what it is, though.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait.
but you said you're 30 away. I'm not going to spoil that shit for
But
you.
like, I need your help. I'm gonna have to actually bring over the damn thing to the house so you can help me play it, because there's parts I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, like, at all. I'm using every damn bat gadget in my repertoire and like throwing smoke bombs for some reason. Like, maybe that'll work, but
I'm just going to smoke pellet this room. See what
yeah,
happens.
exactly. So I don't know, man. I need your help with that. So the fact that you beat it in like what, a weekend? Was that what it was?
It took me. I think my final hour count was 40 hours. It took me 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
How much time would you say you spent playing extra amounts just to get those extra?
The trophies alone were probably 6 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Compared to the full playthrough.
Because, I mean, as I was playing through the campaign, there's a whole bunch of dudes that are glowing green. And if
Yes.
you interrogate them, you get, like, 4 or 5 locations of some of the Riddler trophies. So as I'm playing through the story, anytime I'd see a green guy, I'd stop doing that. I'd interrogate his ass. And so by the end of, or close to the end of the main story, my map was just littered with all the locations of the Riddler trophies. I didn't have to go online once to find them.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Really good. Okay.
So I think I'm going to wait until there's about 5 minutes left in the podcast, and then I'm going to rub my head so that everybody thinks there's a really crazy-ass ending.
They're just like, what?
It took him that long to explain what happened.
We better watch the whole video. Do that anyway, though. Do that anyway.
Do it.
I guess this is like a quick caveat over to Batman vs Superman. Have you seen that movie yet?
Yeah, I did see it,
Hell
actually.
yeah. We definitely went to go see it. What, the first day it came out, right? Didn't we?
Yeah.
3D, because we're just, you know.
Yeah, so
doing that
luckily,
way.
actually, I hadn't seen, I guess you would say the precursor, the first Batman movie.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel, or
Mhm.
Superman movie. Sorry. And the day before I went to see Batman vs. Superman,
Yeah.
Logan sat me down and basically said, look, you're not going to see this unless you see Man of Steel first, because you're
Makes
not going to
sense.
know
This is
what's
at like
going
1 in
on."
the morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay.
at 1 in the morning we sat down and watched Man of Steel, which is a 2.5-hour movie.
Get
I
your
think.
jammies on. He made hot chocolate. It's movie time.
And damn it, it
Watch
was worth it.
It's a good movie. I don't like Superman. I think he's kind of hit the lotto when it comes to superpowers. I just feel like he's a little.
Well, he's
too...
the first superhero, right?
I mean, he's the first.
But...
He's like, is he the only alien superhero technically?
Well, what about like Vision? And he's an alien, right? And Vision?
There's lots of aliens,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, just the Green Lanterns. Half of that
Oh, that's
core is
true.
alien.
That's true.
I feel like Earthworm Jim, maybe. I mean, he was just a worm, but the super suit came from the sky.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I feel like that makes you kind of like part worm, part
Right.
alien. So
Before we talk about the actual movie, though, I'd just like to point out that Superman has officially lost his outside underwear, and he has now chosen to wear his underwear inside of his get-up.
just a blue singlet with red booties.
I was pretty happy about
Tucked
that.
in.
I was pretty happy about that.
Oh,
I think it
man.
makes him look more modern.
He hasn't had undies like that in a long time, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You should take a
sure?
look at some of the comics. they changed their outfits quite a bit.
Let's just call it for what it is.
With
The only
my
superhero
inferior-
that should have underwear outside his pants is Quail Man. All right, if you know who Quail Man is, Google it. All right, he's a man
He's got
for
a
all
belt.
ages.
He's got a belt on his forehead.
I think he had like hypnotizing quail vision too. Yeah.
I don't remember his powers. I just remember that freaking belt
Definitely
and the cue.
belt on the head. But I guess my question for bringing that up is, I guess some people I heard who had seen the movie thought that it was kind of weird that Batman was like actually killing people in the movie.
Mhm.
What were your thoughts on that? I just feel like it's about goddamn time he killed somebody. You know?
Okay. I'm not going to include the vision, the dream sequence that he had.
No vision. No.
No. But I mean, like the scene where he shoots that flamethrower tank on that dude's back or
Oh.
whatever, shit like that. Like he did kill people. He's
yeah.
shooting people with his tank. What I think is he snapped. He snapped in the past because Batman has been doing this a long time.
Seriously.
According to the movies, he's been going for 20 years or some shit like
Yeah.
that. So I think he actually snapped. I think this runs way deep because I don't think, like, for the Suicide Squad film, I don't think Joker is Joker. I think Jared Leto plays a Joker that is actually previously Jason Todd, who is the second Robin who was killed by Joker. But I think they're going to run with some storyline saying that that the Jared Leto Joker is Jason Todd.
Okay.
That when that transformation happened, Batman kind of snapped. He lost his rocker a bit. And I think that's when he really stopped caring so much about killing people because, like, somebody that was close to him he thought died and ended up being super evil. I don't know. We'll see how they go.
Sure.
We'll see what kind of clues we get with the Suicide Squad movie. And then next year we got a lot of good stuff. Next year is the Wonder Woman film and the first Justice League film.
Dude,
oh,
how hot
and
was
next
Wonder
year,
Woman in that movie.
Doug.
Let me get that Doug Wonder Woman. Find that invisible jet anytime, girl.
Yeah, but next year's also that Lego Batman movie.
That's true.
Oh god, it looks so good.
We'll learn that.
That's gonna be the best superhero film ever made.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
Like, I'm so excited I didn't even get those words out right. The superhero.
I need to tell you how I feel right now.
That was gonna be the best superhero amazing video ever. What? You want to bring that back? Bring that back? Yeah.
But no, they were good.
I mean, coming from somebody who I haven't really been involved with the superhero movies, or I haven't really been about that for some time now, and I'm kind of introducing myself to it at a slow pace, just trying to kind of understand what everybody else really loves about it. I think it's kind of cool that Superman has kind of taken a change of pace, and he's kind of less about justice as he was in this new movie, and more seemingly about some sort of revenge almost. And he had that attitude that I don't know. It's
one of the darker, moodier kind of Superman stories.
Which
So
I
we're
would
talking
have
about Batman versus Superman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think that ties in really
Wait,
well.
what?
What are we talking about?
That ties in well because Batman is involved. I think they needed to make Superman a little bit dark for that instead of some super nice, amazing, wonderful man. You know.
That's true.
That would have been pissing me off if he was like some freaking Boy Scout.
Yeah.
I'd be like, these movies aren't fun.
Well, part of me, I think Superman kind of is embracing the fact of being like, maybe I am this god on Earth, and maybe you guys should all be kissing my feet and, wiping my butt when I take a number 2, and just, I feel like he's probably, he
I don't know if he feels that way, man, because he
Well,
freaking killed himself at the end of the movie.
I mean, yeah, but like building up to that, I think like he was kind of like getting a bit of a super chub from being like the savior of all these people, and like it could be saying I'm looking too deep, but maybe Batman's maybe a little bit jelly belly. Like I'm a Batman fan more, but it's like he's the type of hero who is like cast away. Like he's not supposed to be someone who gets praise. He's just like a necessary evil, if you will. And meanwhile, you got Superman, who everybody's just all like, popping their wads over, and they're just like, oh, his hair and all this good stuff.
Well, like Superman doesn't even really have to try. I feel like he's just kind of like, yo, what's up? Listen, I'm gonna take care of some business real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But Batman's like, all right, hold up. I'm about to go fucking crazy, and I've been training for this forever.
Yeah.
I've been doing my chin-ups or whatever with my shirt off, and I'm ripped as hell.
Got my chain on my belly with some plates on it. I'm just 500.
Meanwhile, Superman was born with a six-pack, and he's just like,
There's a splinter in my jeans right now, and I'm getting poked on my thigh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I can't get it.
You got tweezers?
No.
Should Noah use his mouth?
oh god, you need. To...
There's no incest on Other Brother. We do not approve of that.
Oh, I think I got it.
You good?
You gonna be okay?
Oh man.
Let me rub it a bit.
If you just
You're
could
rubbing a little
see
bit
this
too,
dude's face, I don't think that was a splinter.
All right, so fun superhero tangent. You played the Batmans. What about you, Noah? What have you been playing? You've been playing. You've been watching. What have you been doing?
Well, I've been kind of taking a step back and kind of going to some older games. I haven't played anything newer. I replayed both Portal 1 and Portal 2 just kind of for the fuck of it.
Nice.
Actually, Portal 1 I had never played or finished before. Portal 2 I had my second playthrough, and I was like, I guess it's about time I play the precursor to this.
Did the jokes hit as hard the second time in Portal 2?
Portal 2, they were still funny because it's been a while since I played it, but Portal 1 was funnier for me because half of those jokes I had never heard before, but unfortunately, like, I kind of already know how that ends just because I played Portal 2.
And the whole meme about, the cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie is literally everywhere, so that's not really,
That joke was hilarious when it came out in 07.
There's cake in this game?
You haven't played the Portals?
I think isn't it where you're like the two robots and you gotta like figure out a way through?
Well, that's the
something?
multiplayer version of the game.
Okay.
That's
I think I played it with you once, like at the Deuce 9. Like,
yeah, in Portal 2, so there's a multiplayer where you're the two robots, but the single player, you're like basically some human test subject that's in this facility, and you just kind of are thrown in there. You don't really know what's going on, and they just want to run tests with you and this portal gun that you have. And
wow. Okay.
but yeah, it's a very strategy-based game that can really get on your nerves if you don't really understand it that well. But yeah, so I replayed those, and that was cool. And I also just jumped into Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is the kind of spin-off that Far Cry 3 made on basically futuristic games that are from the 80s.
Okay.
It's very jokey. I mean, they got Michael Biehn voicing the main character.
Michael Biehn.
I mean, you play a cyborg on a dinosaur-infested island.
Oh.
And I
So
mean,
it's like Turok, but Terminator?
And everything's
Exactly,
kind of glowing like a Tron effect, so it makes Tron in with that.
I mean, there's a button that literally just flips people off.
All right, how much acid were you guys on when you played this? Because I don't know what's real and what's your
Do you feel like you're on
imagination
acid when you're playing it?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's actually the first Far Cry game that I've played, and I know it's not really an official Far Cry game because it's just a sort of, you know, rip off of whatever, and it's only a full playthrough. It's less than 10 hours. It's a short game, but it's kind of making
How much
me
is
feel
it? It's like $10 or $15.
oh, it's real cheap now.
Yeah.
But it's making me feel like I want to play more Far Cry games just because I've never given them a chance before.
Yeah.
But I'm having such a fun time with this game. I want to see what the real ones are all about.
I was thinking when you said Far Cry 3, I thought it was like that Far Cry Primal or whatever that
Right,
came out.
newer. That's the newest Far Cry.
Okay, but this is Blood Dragon.
This is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2012.
It's they used basically all the assets and controls and everything from Far Cry 3 and made a quick little sci-fi fun jokey story.
Okay.
With
Tron and all this other stuff.
Pretty much.
Kind of influenced.
It's really hard to explain. It's just the ultimate 80s style action film.
You're like the most badass action film star of all time, and you have all the best catchphrases ever. Like, yeah, I mean, you got like the biggest dick in the world, and you just like, the other day I killed a cyborg shark as a quest. Like, it's like, yo, go blow up this fucking robot shark. And I'm like,
hell yeah.
All right,
Dude, that'll give you a chub that I don't know what will.
Time
for a beer.
Oh, time
Trash
for
beer.
We have it. Let's show it.
We are, just pull on up there. No, we are actually drinking beers that are out of the trash can.
A trash can filled with ice. Anyway,
we keep it real around here.
You brought up Far Cry Primal.
Yes.
And this is kind of old news, but I wanted to bring it up. Apparently, there was some beef with Far Cry Primal because it appeared that the entire map of the game of Far Cry Primal had been ripped off of Far Cry 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So it's like an inner Far Cry beef, like in-house beef?
It's basically Far Cry Inception because they're reusing their old stuff, except they kind of, I believe they turned the map, I want to say, like 180 degrees just to make it not look like the same.
Like change what North was.
Essentially, yeah.
How can we make this different?
So
yeah, there it goes.
They're essentially, they were just trying to, I guess, cut time off of what they needed to do, and so they're stealing things from the past, and so they got a bad rap for that, and I haven't checked it out myself. It really wouldn't bother me too much, not having played the Far Cries, but it seems like a really cheap way to kind of get out.
Kind of cut some corners
from the dev side.
Deadlines,
yeah,
sounds like.
It would piss me off if I was a big Far Cry fan, like having to play something that I felt like I already played. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the gameplay would be totally different though, because there's not guns or anything, and you know, I don't know. Are you fighting mountain yaks still and shit?
I know. I think that you're fighting like. It looked like you're fighting like fellow cavemen or something, from what I saw. But
I've got Far Cry 4 in my backlog, but not Primal, so I'm not familiar with either of them.
But did you play? What Far Cry games have you played?
I played 3.
3, and how was it?
Fantastic.
Is that the one where people were like always talking about how they were like getting eaten by alligators and shit? And it was like
maybe.
Far
Cry 3 was really the one that put it like out there on the map. That like. Because it was so surprisingly good. Far Cry 3 was similar to, like, say, the Wolfenstein game that just came out. People had zero expectations, then came out and it was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. And now, upon reflection, people are like, holy shit, that was fantastic.
You kill a gang of Nazis in Wolfenstein, don't you? Isn't that like you're killing the
in the latest Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
New Order?
Robot Nazis?
The New Order takes place in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
But
so
it's
burn the bra.
The whole premise behind that is, you know, you're fighting. The game starts out in the 40s. You're fighting in World War II with like a kind of sci-fi Nazis, like they got big robots and shit like that.
Okay.
But eventually they. Whoa! I just total brain fart.
Right.
No. Something happens. Boom! Fast forward 20 years. You're in the 60s. And the Nazis have won the war. Nazis have the freaking world under control right now. And from there, you're become part of the rebellion, and you start going nuts from there. And it's freaking dope.
So, I've actually started that game, but I stopped pretty much It was World War One or two.
Two.
You said. So I kind of stopped as soon as World War II was ending, I think.
You haven't finished the prologue.
Okay. I was really confused because at first I thought that it was some sort of like weird like robot creatures were sort of going on because I didn't really know. It was like
No, this was Nazis.
What kind of future
Nazis.
is
there
this?
was definitely some robot action.
Yeah, but Nazi
Robot
robots.
Nazis is what I'm hearing,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Robot Nazis?
Not
Nazis?
robot Nazis, but Nazi robots.
Oh,
Robotsies.
Nazi robots.
Not like the Nazis possessive robots.
Robots.
Not
Nazis.
the robots themselves aren't Nazis.
Nazis got together,
Wouldn't the robots be programmed to be
built
Nazis?
robots.
The robots would be programmed to not kill Nazis.
Is there a robot Hitler?
Not in this one. There's no mention of Hitler. There's
Not
no-
in this one.
Would
Robot
Robot
Hitler
Hitler
will come on later.
No, he was
Would
in the
Robot
Wolfenstein.
Hitler have
Robot Hitler was?
a mustache?
Or regular Hitler?
Yes.
Would Robot Hitler have the mustache?
It might be like something like what's Bender's brother's name?
Oh, Fernando. No. Is it Fernando? No. What's Bender's?
Oh, he's got that little
He
clip
looks like
on.
Bender.
Oh.
He's got the little Alberto
God.
or something. That's not him.
Damn it, that's gonna bother me so much.
I'm gonna say like Elias. I know
It's
that's
not his
right.
brother, first of all.
No,
It's
I
just
thought
like
it was
another
his brother.
No, it's like another bending bride.
Yeah, he's just another bender.
No, it's his brother.
No,
Flexo.
it is
Flexo.
Flexo.
Flexo!
Hey, drink to that. Hell yeah. It's just like another bending unit, but it's not his brother. I don't think they share any type of relation. Oh,
What
You should
happened,
handle
bro?
that, bro. You should handle that,
Right
bro. You got
So,
Is it your first time?
anyway,
I swear this never happens.
that's why I drink Titan, because it's always let you know that it's there. You know, it lets you know that if you don't handle it right, it can just pop off in your face.
I remember my first beer.
Anyway, yeah, Flexo's not Bender's brother. He's just like another bending robot.
Yeah.
They fought over the same broad.
Yeah,
I
the
think
first time you're introduced to
Adeline or something.
Flexo, it's like, in that...
They're trying to have sex with Adeline, which is like, how do robots have sex? Do you just plug a cord into another
Yeah, he
cord
plugs
and
his
like-
auxiliary port into
I
her
thought
butt.
they
Yeah. And
they
it's-
kind of got in depth with this, right? Because like electricity like gets them there.
Yes.
Like, right?
There's that one
Yes.
episode where you see Bender with his cord like plugging into some speaker. He's like, "Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah." So,
I think that's when he was banging the ship. Yeah, he was having
Yeah.
sex with the Planet Express ship.
Yeah.
They give you that personality, and she's all like,
I swear, there's a million episodes where he's banging some random robot, and he goes, "Ham bone, ham bone."
"Oh, Bender, I wish he was here to drink a beer with us."
But yeah, so wild ass tangent. But yeah, that Far Cry Blood Dragon is dope. You should check it out next time you see it on sale or
Yes,
something.
absolutely. I think I'm about halfway through it. I'm kind of just like taking my time and doing everything since it's such a short game. But
You've been playing that
I'm really enjoying
Stardew, right?
myself. Huh?
Stardew?
Stardew.
Oh God.
Stardew.
So I put about 15 hours into Stardew Valley. I think in about a week, maybe two, and essentially, it's basically a ripoff of the Harvest Moon series. From what I hear, I haven't played any of those
Is
games.
that related to the Sailor Moon series? No?
Not quite.
Okay. All right.
But essentially, for someone who hasn't played Harvest Moon, I feel like I'm playing Farmville that I can win. Like, I'm playing essentially a farming game that's also, a mining game, and for lonely people, it's a social game. And there's essentially...
For all you lonely people out there who just play games to feel
They just go
connected
talk to
somewhat.
people.
I mean, he's just trying to
Connected
date
someone.
like some 16-bit character.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
You can get
girl.
married in this game, and they, give you shit, I think.
I'm
but-
creating a farm for you and me, girl. So
Basically-
we can own this life.
I mean, basically, there's probably around 6 or 7 main elements that you can use in this game just to kind of have fun and relax or whatever. And it's very RPG in the sense that you level up your certain skills, and then you can begin to craft different things.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, you're trying to manage a farm and make more money just so you can go get this upgrade and things like that. So it's really not a farming game. It's more evolved than that. I would consider it an RPG, absolutely. And I'm really getting into it, but at the same time, I want to take my time with it because essentially the way the game works is there's 4 seasons when you can farm, and I haven't got to winter yet.
Summer, spring.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
it's
thanks for covering that.
Just
Yeah,
to
start-
make sure. I didn't know there was some regular star season
winter.
so you
It's summer. It's summer. I didn't know.
you
so.
start in spring. And so I've gone through spring and summer, and I'm in fall.
Winter's
so
coming.
in 15 hours, I'm like just barely halfway past my first season.
Jesus.
And seasons go endlessly.
So it could be like spring for like a couple weeks. Could be. Or
Yeah,
not, just a couple
so
hours.
every single season has 28 days, like night cycles, and
So it's always February in the game.
yes,
Okay.
it's always February.
So it's always
Wait,
Black History
if
Month
it-
too. All right.
If a season was the length of a month
28 days, man. February.
for one
But
season,
he's
for
saying
one
so. Every spring is Black
so
History
Black
Month.
History Month.
Thank you. So
Yes.
every spring is Black History
Every
Month in the
spring
game.
is Black History
I
Month.
love the game already.
And anyway, so it's 28 days, and time kind of moves similarly to, I want to say, The Sims, where every second is a minute.
Huh.
And so you have a pretty short amount of time to get done during the day what you want to do, especially after you're like farming crops and everything and whatnot. But
Gotcha.
winter, you can't farm, obviously, so it's kind of spent doing other things like mining and whatnot. But it's a very relaxing game, I want to say. I've been playing it at night, kind of before bed, just to kind of chill
Just
out.
to
and,
wind
like,
down.
I like to go fish, where I just kind of sit there for an hour with one hand and I just kind of fish and like do my thing or whatever.
when do you get the Spartan laser?
So pretty much.
I was thinking, like, is this like a farmers only like dating video game too? Like, where do you meet the chicks? Are the chicks? inside
Where are the
game that you
chicks,
can, like,
bro?
Yeah, where the chicks at? Are they like mining the grain?
You gotta
or-
hunt them out. You gotta like bring them
Yeah.
shit. You're like, listen,
Oh,
baby,
okay.
I just found this clam on the beach and it's for you.
And she's just like, ooh, ooh,
It's
ooh.
not, I don't like you that way.
Her pants probably look like these shorts right
I'll
now.
tell you what. They have special events in Stardew. Goddamn. They have special events in Stardew, and there was this. This is gonna sound extremely. God, I sound so lame right now.
Please lay it on.
There was a dance
Yeah.
in Stardew Valley.
Would anyone like a
So
dance?
I was walking around town.
dance.
I'm hitting up all the chicks. I'm like, "What's up, baby? You and me want to dance right now?" And they go, "Fuck no." And so, literally, none of the chicks would dance with me. And so I go up to the mayor. I'm like, "Just start the freaking dance." And I'm just there, like, by myself, like,
Robot and
chilling
beep,
out.
Beep 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 beep
Mm.
beep beep beep.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fun game, but you have to be into that sort of.
Getting
that
horrible
mindset.
flashbacks to junior high.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, if a video game woman is anything like a real life woman, sometimes you have to entice them with the flavor that you bring in.
But you see, a video game woman is a woman that was designed by a man, so
That's
she's
true.
the perfect woman
Thanks, whoever designed that game. Jeez.
for not making anybody dance.
No,
with
it
me.
is developed by one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just one guy.
One guy made that game, made everything, and that game just recently announced they sold over 1 million copies.
So he probably puts in the cheat code so all the chicks flock to him.
Absolutely.
That's probably a cheat code where he just throws out
That's
some
his.
sort of
That's
essence
probably his real life fantasy.
where chicks
Well,
are
I
just
mean,
like,
think about this.
They make that
one
noise, too.
one dude made this game. He's selling it for $15 on Steam. It's
Okay.
PC only.
yeah,
He sold over 1 million copies.
okay.
Okay, Steam's cut, I want to say, is like 30% or something. My sources,
30%.
Yeah, I want to say Steam takes a large cut. I might be making this up because I'm not 100% sure.
Worse than the sharks
and
on
I'm
Shark
not
Tank.
willing to like double check
Hello.
that right now. But either way, this one dude just made a shitload of money by making a game that rejects Noah.
I think it took him about. Why? I think it took him about 3 years too. I feel like every indie developer who finds himself super successful, they don't really like appreciate their success to the fullest, at least publicly. They always seem very shy about it and like almost like they're still being judged by their game rather than just like enjoying that
Embrace
a
it,
million
man.
people are buying my game
Shit,
and
man, you're in
whatever.
the limelight, dude.
Like-
you made something that all these people enjoy, and like you're making money off it and bringing some sort of joy and pleasure to
Right.
people's lives. Like embrace that, you know.
Yeah.
Step out of that dungeon and just the light.
Yeah, I read in an AMA and Ask Me Anything on Reddit with the guy who developed Stardew Valley, and he made it sound like the entire time he was developing the game, he was really just concerned with what people in real life thought about him because, like, I don't have a real job, I'm not bringing in any money right now. Blah,
Oh,
blah, blah,
so
blah,
we envy
so-
the shit out of you, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is what I would think. Oh, you don't have a
Right.
job, but you're still selling 1 million copies of this game that you made?
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like it takes a special kind of person to kind of make indie games, just like.
Well, if you're doing it solo, for sure. If you're doing that solo, yeah, it's special. But if you got a team, like say if us three decided to make a game, there's still a social aspect and we're still interacting with each other. And we can tell each other when something sucks.
True.
If you're doing something solo, that dude's sitting in his closet for 3 years. making a project that he has no idea what's going to happen with it.
Right.
He's
Hella
just one of
underground.
the anomalies that actually was successful because he did a good job. For every one of him, there's got to be dozens of guys who do that and then nothing comes of it. You know, they make some bogus ass game like what's in your library, showering with your dad simulator and shit.
Hey, that dude probably made some
Dad,
money.
get out of here!
That's probably a bad example, but no, you're definitely right. Where I'm sure
I
there's
just love that name.
Shower with your dad. Oh my god.
before we move on though, there was one thing that was funny with him that I saw, where basically the rig that he made the game on was some random pre-built like crappy PC that he bought from the store, and then a monitor that was sitting on its own case as a standing desk or as its own box. So he had a table with a keyboard on a box and a monitor on a box, and that's how he worked for 3 years to develop this game.
He stood on a table with a box on it?
Yeah, so basically he stood on a rooftop.
So our
with,
setup is like light years ahead of his setup.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty
We'll
much
have to do an office tour video at some point.
Which is basically like a shout out to no matter where you start, it's all about, remember those humble beginnings when you're shooting over the moon, all right? Remember when it was just, leather couches and two boom mics and me
a
spilling
sock.
beer all over my, my shorts here and a sock holding on the boom mic. Remember those humble beginnings, before you're like driving some sort of foreign and you're stepping out with assless chaps on because that's the style of the day, and you're trying to sign some kid gamer's autograph and he's all just all like, please Mr. Logan and Noah, and you're just all like,
Turbo,
ashing your
to
cigarette
be honest,
or something.
I think we had almost forgotten about your beer spill until you brought it back up just now.
Yeah, I just keep looking at it and I'm just all like, damn, what happened, man?
Do we need to
I don't
toss
know.
your shorts in a dryer?
Oh, no, hell no, man. I'd suck the Titan right from these things before I'd let the dryer get at that. Like, come on, man, I don't waste.
All right, so
Around
Logan,
here.
you've been asking Turbo and I about what we've been playing. So besides Batman, since we already talked about that,
Batman.
We're gonna flip the script.
What have
and
you been
ask
playing?
You, what you been playing, sir?
Well, I have been getting into Sunset Overdrive.
Is that a racing game?
No, it sounds like it though.
I said when he told me about Sunset Overdrive, I go, "Is that a rollerblading game?"
Yes,
or-
yes. Sunset.
No, it's on this month's
Overdrive.
Xbox Live games with gold, games for gold,
Games with gold.
gold games.
Okay. Games with
Gold gaming?
the gold membership. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaming with gold.
It's made by Insomniac, the guys who made Ratchet and Clank and freaking those Resistance games.
I think you come every time you.
This was one of the, I think it was a launch title for Xbox One, but it just came out. It's dope. It's got a personality.
Mm-hmm. Give us some bare bones. What
you
happens
just
in this game?
describe it a little
It's
bit.
very punk rock. I mean, its style. It's just like it's constantly playing like punk rock music in the background, and you're just kind of.
Okay, so it's
Jumping
Guitar
in.
Hero.
Yeah. So you have some sort of instrument that you play.
I mean, I don't have to describe Sunset Overdrive.
Okay,
It's
so-
two
Well,
and
you
a half
kind of do
fucking years
because we don't know
old.
what the hell you're talking about. For all I know, you got a belt around your neck and a Batman mask on. Like I don't know. Like give me some bare bones, man. Do you
I mean,
do you kick? Do you punch? Do you shoot? Like what happens?
Are you even a human, or do you just
it's just got a series of goofy ass guns, like I've got a gun that shoots teddy bears that blow up.
Very nice.
I got another gun that is automatic fire of freaking Roman candles that detonate upon.
Is it first person or
explosion.
third person?
It's a third person, like action platformer where you're hopping from surface to surface. The movement of the character is extremely fluid. You're grinding on power lines. You're jumping off air vents. Every hood of a car is basically a freaking trampoline, and you're just linking all that shit together while firing these goofy ass weapons at these mutants from that turned into basically zombies after drinking this new energy drink. And it's just real goofy, and the whole time, yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
Mutant zombie,
Energy.
teddy bear gun, Roman candle.
High
bomb,
on Red Bull.
High on Red Bull. That's wow.
Uh,
Okay.
all while like punk rock and it's
just
just playing in the
blaring
background.
All
I mean,
right.
you'll blow somebody up,
Okay.
and their corpse will blow up into a million pieces, but then their
That's just like
blood,
real
their
life.
orange blood, spell out the words.
Happens every time I do it.
Their orange blood spell out the word pop in the sky. So it's just got like that style. you're doing shit and it does that. If you're way up high and you do this slam attack on the ground, the concrete will crack and it'll spell crack in the concrete.
Oh, okay,
it's just
so
got
a
this
little
very
comic
unique
book
style.
flavor probably in there
very
too?
comic book, very
Nice.
fourth wall breaking.
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, hilarious, fun, goofy. I'd say relaxing, but the freaking music combined with the constant action, it's like
you're just jazzed.
you're just up there.
Want to do some
You're
push-ups
going
afterwards.
for it.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. I wrapped up Batman, like we said. I still
Good job, by
I'm
the
still
way.
trying to find the motivation to keep going with the Division.
Well, speaking of Ratchet and Clank,
Hmm.
are you gonna pick it up, the new one?
Eventually.
I heard there's some Ratchet and Clank movie coming out too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, we're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
We should definitely go.
Other
Did you
brother
ever-
premiere of Ratchet and Clank. It's like, we're
yeah.
here in the theater. Oh my god.
Is that the kind of movie where people cosplay for that? Like, is somebody gonna go in like cardboard costume of Clank? Like all. Like
if you
wobbling
want to
in?
do it, we won't judge you. Are you saying what you're gonna do?
I'm just kind of seeing if you guys think it's cool if I do it.
Dude, I'd love if you did it.
I need to
Straight
get a
up.
Captain Quark spandex suit.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have one you can borrow. It's only
what you guys
gently
are
used.
talking
I found it at Goodwill.
Gently.
It was gently used. What does gently used even mean?
It means that it was used gently by its previous.
So if I'm wearing underwear
right,
that I don't know.
I don't
go
think
and
underwear is ever gently used.
run a marathon in
It's-
and then I wrestle Baron.
So,
is that gently used?
if it's
I
not
wear it
gently,
once?
does it jump to used or like aggressively used or like?
Nobody would ever say like furiously used.
He was real pissed off when he used these boxers.
This underwear was furiously used, but don't worry because I boiled them. So
I put this in a pot with hot water to get
you're
the
going to be
stains out.
fine.
I mean, maybe if you like go to like an all-you-can-eat wing place, you're furiously using underwear because you're
Right.
gonna have some regret.
A little bit
all
of blood.
caked, maybe caked in the back, a little regret.
That's
little-
furious.
that's very furious.
That's pretty furious.
That's pretty that's goddamn disgusting. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
That's a
If
whole
you're ever
level.
eating anything and then blood comes out of your butt, you need to take a serious look at what you're doing with your life because what are you
Hey, is that
doing?
your new gamer tag? Blood comes out of your butt?
Blood out your butt. Woo! I can't wait to own people on next year's Madden with, you just got beat by blood in your butt? Wow. All right.
That's not the first time that's happened.
Call a colonoscopist. Wait, no. The butt doctor?
Proctologist.
There you go.
There you go.
Colonoscopist.
Colonoscopist.
Colonoscopist. That's my new gamer
Butt
tag.
doctor?
Butt doctor, sir.
Pinch inducing.
Pooch inducing.
Alright,
But yeah, I did freaking Sunset Overdrive. I've been trying to get the motivation to get back into Division.
Now you were telling me that you even let me play some of that game and it was pretty hot. Like, why are you just?
Oh, it
losing
is.
out,
It
or-
is. It's just they're reaching the end game right now, and like I'm still gonna play the hell out of the expansions and the story packs that come out because I think that story is unique and really freaking awesome.
Sure, yeah.
But apparently they're having a lot of issues with people like glitching out the whole new content that they just dropped and getting the newest high level gear and then steamrolling and shit like that. Like going into the dark zone and just killing everyone because they've glitched out the game and now all their shit is so much better than everybody else's. Plus that game is only fun when you're playing with a bunch of buddies and my crew was kind of all kind of slowed down because we're all kind of working on other shit.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I finished that expansion for The Witcher, that Hearts of Stone.
Okay. Any more Witcher Humpty Hump scenes?
Oh, yeah.
or-
Yeah. I had a couple.
Gotta love video game sex,
This
right?
wasn't even a part of the freaking expansion.
Yeah.
But I'm just wandering through the forest, on my way to this next quest or whatever, and I encounter this woman who's, like, in this field fighting these three guys and just kicking their asses. And this
You're
whole
just
cinematic.
watching, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, she's talking shit as she's doing it. I just spit a little bit. And so I kind of go up, this little cinematic starts as she beats the shit out of the last one. And then she's like, what about you, Hey, why don't you fight me?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
You're like, I mean,
And so I
there's no
steam,
domestic violence in a video game.
I steamroll over this chick. Oh, I wreck her shit, and she's like, I can't believe you did that. You need to meet me here at dusk.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
all right, shit's
So
about
this
to go
is
down.
turned into like the Wild Wild West now.
Yeah, I was like, all right. And so, I fast forwarded time because you can meditate for whatever. And then I went to where she was saying, and I walked into this house, and she's like sitting on the bed, butt ass naked, like, all right. I said, let's do this. And so Witcher's like, all right, yeah, I'm Geralt. Bang, bang.
Did you say take me or my body is ready?
That's the whole thing. So they
it's
bang
more
it
of a
out.
coital
They do this
showdown.
funny little cinematic,
Okay.
of them banging it out. And then afterwards, your character, Geralt, he's putting his clothes on like, I'm getting the hell out of here,
Wait.
Good job, high five.
As any man would.
Can you
yeah,
pause? Is there penetration involved here?
They don't. There's no penis. There's no penis or vagina.
No
they just
P
get
and
real
G.
close to showing that. There's
Okay.
lots of titties.
Yeah. And there's like a blackout scene,
There's
and it
lots
comes
of
back
ass.
to another scene where it's just like, oh, and they cuddled for the rest of the night, and it was lovely.
I'm sure there are
Called her
some
the next
scenes like
day.
that.
It was, oh, okay.
But no, like
He sent a
they
pigeon.
banged it out, and as Geralt's getting dressed, this chick's like, I swore to the god Freya that I wouldn't marry anybody unless they could defeat me in combat.
You're like,
and so
whoa,
I'm sitting there, it's like,
marriage.
whoa,
Back up.
Geralt's like, good talk. Leave.
I'm out.
You go outside and it says happy 12-hour anniversary on your horse's ass.
It probably
Oh,
would, yeah.
shit.
She's like, honey, come back to bed.
It's just one of those random ass encounters.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Right after you, right.
You gotta ride out of there, man.
I beat the whole main storyline of the game. I played 160 hours of this freaking game and still encountered a random ass side quest in the middle of freaking nowhere that involved me having sex with some random chick.
That's about double my Skyrim playtime, I think, which is extremely impressive, by the way.
Did
You
you
also
get
have to keep in
some?
mind it's taken me 10 months to reach that amount of time to play too.
that's fair.
Did you get a Got Some Strange unlock trophy?
Got some strange.
Yeah,
For that, for doing that?
I unlocked
I
that
think
one
he
a
got
long
that
time
within
ago.
the first hour, right?
Got Some Strange.
Within the first 2 minutes of the game, you're seeing ass. It's just ass.
It should be a quest
So-
where it's like, get common folk to smell your fingers. And that's the unlock achievement.
Witcher
So-
goes up for his contract. He's like, "Hey, guess what I did?"
By the way. And so, yeah, they probably make that noise too because they get really stimulated when finger smelling. At least what I hear.
That's their hobby.
Yeah.
Put it on their
jeez.
LinkedIn page.
So Turbo,
Yeah.
what consoles do you play? Just PlayStation or?
Currently at my house, I have a PlayStation 4, I have a PS2, I have a Nintendo 64, and I have a PSP Go.
Ooh,
You're
okay.
skipping quite a few right there.
So-
Those gaps are
Yeah.
huge.
Oh man, it's just like woo, woo, woo. I did have an Xbox 360 that we played through all through college. Got the red rings, all that shit. We had to send it
Of
off.
course.
I got really pissed because I was working at a dorm, like scanning people's IDs to get in, and I get a text from my roommate like the Xbox just got home, and I was like, you son of a bitch. So, and we didn't have it for like 3 months, so that sucked. But yeah, since then it's just really a lot of PlayStation.
You said you have PS4 though?
I do have PS4. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
let me ask you this: have you played any Rocket League?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I played some Rocket League. Actually, was over here not too long ago playing with your bro, and we
Really?
did a little 2-on-2 online. And,
Alright.
got some W's, got a couple more L's, and then we played a little 1-on-1, and he was beating me, but then I feel like I pulled at least one victory out, so it was really good. But yeah, dude, Rocket League, it's a great fucking game.
So did you know that on this Tuesday, Rocket League Dunk House is coming out?
He was telling me about that, where you're straight up like it's almost like Harlem Globetrotters meets freaking Rocket League, or
Yes.
no, NBA Jam, I guess meets Rocket League.
Yes,
Does that be better?
absolutely.
Should
So
be.
it's straight up a basketball court, I guess. You got two big ass hoops that seem to take up a pretty significant amount of the map, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they kind of adjusted it accordingly is these nets that you have for the
Yeah.
basketball hoops.
Okay.
You can drive right through them. However, the ball doesn't go through them. The ball has to go up top.
Ball go up.
So, like, if you want to be a goalie, basically you have to be incredibly
In the-
skilled at aerials.
Okay.
But you can, like, drive right through the net and then just kind of aerial up and block a shot or whatever. And it's going to be extremely intense.
What I'm looking forward to is actually dunking on.
Dunking, man, with a car, just
Like, could you just ooping it? If you could coordinate, with your teammate, and they boop it up in the air, and then you freaking get an aerial as a guy's coming up and just dunk on his ass.
You know what's gonna be new? A new thing is gonna be posterizing your Rocket League opponents. Where if you can dunk on somebody, dude, hit that little share button, screenshot that thing, and just like you just got posterized, son.
I'm a little bit worried about how AIs in this game are already terrible. Like, and there's no way in hell they're going to be able to help you in Dunk House. They're just going to kind of drive around like
That's probably what's taking them so long. They could have made the arena in half a second and put it out, but they probably had to program a lot for the AI.
I sure hope so.
Is this a whole new game, or is this just a download of Rocket?
This is a free update.
This is a free update, and they're also including the way they're kind of justifying the free update, which Rocket League is really good about that with putting out super cheap DLC, is they're including an NBA flag pack. So essentially, you know how you can have like random stuff on your antenna?
Exactly, yeah.
They're having every NBA team's flag
Okay.
available for, I'm assuming what it'll probably be around $4, $2, because that's what Rocket League has done thus far.
What if you don't like the NBA? Can you get like a Denver Bronco flag?
I'm sure that'll probably come around football season.
Rocket League football? Like, come on, guys. Rocket League tennis? Rocket League squash? Come on. We're just a treasure chest full of ideas here.
Right.
Yeah.
What can't we do with
I
Rocket
play
League?
curling.
Rocket League curling?
Curly.
You're just... Oh, man. I love my humming.
Some Rocket League sumo, perhaps. Go back to the Fusion Frenzy days.
That could be fun, actually.
That could actually be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I just kind of wanted to bring that up just because
That just sounds hella badass.
my Rocket League hype is insane. I put about 220 hours into that game.
I hear you're like on that thing more than flies on shit. Like
It's
you are on
it's
Rocket
almost to
League.
the point of being sad.
Whew.
It's
Get it.
But I love it for sure. It's hard to find a game for me that can keep my attention for that long.
Yeah,
Like,
it
even-
speaks to the it speaks to the game.
Even sort of FPS that I love, like back in the day, the original Modern Warfare and, Halo 4, those games can keep my attention for about like 10 days played time,
Gotcha.
which, okay, so that's 240 hours, right? But Rocket
You
League,
just figure that out yourself.
right?
Human calculator. That's like
I feel like Rocket League.
Beep, boop.
I'll square root of this apartment.
I'll probably go past 300 hours with that.
Like so.
Like so. Oh, Jeebus
Oh,
Christ.
damn.
So I'm the only one here who plays sports video games because you guys think they're lame, but
I
I'll
don't
tell you
think
what.
right?
I
You guys- you don't like
bought
those?
Madden 15.
I'm sorry. What? Really?
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I played one game and then I traded it in.
Okay. You're like, this sucks so bad. Yeah.
I haven't really played a sports game since like, NFL Pro blah 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 99
Okay.
or
Yeah.
I played the street games.
oh dude NFL
is
Street.
fun, man.
Oh
Street
god.
is just what happened to those games, man?
What happened to X to the Z?
No, it's-
Exhibit? I think he doesn't pimp rides anymore. Don't tweet him about that because he gets pissed off.
He was in NFL Street, right?
I don't know.
X-
I only played the NBA.
Exhibit
Street.
was in NFL Street.
Dude, the first rap album I bought was from some kid at my high school, and it was an Exhibit CD for
Really?
like $10.
God,
was
I
like,
envy you because
I'm
my
so
first rap
hood.
album was Will Smith.
Getting jiggy with it. No, no, no. I can see just Lil Noah with a do-rag on, and then Logan's just got his hair coiffed down, just like, hey.
Logan was inside playing World of Warcraft as I'm jamming my Will Smith.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep. He's like, get out of my room! God!
Oh, word.
Your mom's just an adorable mom. No, dude, yeah, the first Madden I ever bought was actually from a guy at my high school. He sold it for $25, and he's like, there's not going to be a booklet. I'm like, I could give a shit about the booklet, man. I'll learn to play the
There's
game.
not gonna be.
Yeah, I give you
I
$25
love how-
and you give me Madden?
He
Yeah,
was
let's
giving
do
you
that.
the opportunity to talk him down.
See, I guess he was. And I
You
just
could've
was
been
at
like,
that
look,
level.
If there's not a
Shut up
booklet,
and take my money.
I was like, dude, I'm wearing sweatpants and a Thundercat t-shirt. Do I really give a shit about money?
Oh,
no, like,
Thundercat.
give me that.
Oh,
give
my
me the
God.
game. Like,
yeah,
games back in the days, just...
man, honestly, so we live in a day and age where anytime I want a video game, I'm just gonna straight up download it
Go get
or
it.
whatever,
Yeah.
download it off my computer, download it on the Xbox, and I miss the fact that a game launch or a midnight game launch or whatever is never gonna have the same effect.
Yeah.
Where you and your homies all roll down to GameStop at the same time.
There's like that line out the door. Oh.
Yeah, and everybody's being weirdos and just like you're just having a good time.
No, those experiences can still happen.
They're
I
still
mean,
around.
they happened for me not too long ago.
What'd you pick up?
No, I mean, we buy a game and they unlock at midnight Eastern, which is 10 p.m. for us because we're Mountain Time. And so me and all my buddies, we're on Skype, we're talking, we're in
okay.
TeamSpeak, or whatever. We're all chatting in a lobby with each other, bullshitting, and then boom, 10 o'clock rolls around, we all hop on, we all jump on, we start playing. I mean, the last game I can think about is the expansion for Diablo. We were all getting amped on that, We're all in a lobby doing that when we were trying out Division.
I mean, it's similar, but it's sort of different. It's just because one of them involves a crowd, and the other is just people you already know.
You're missing you're missing the monster trucks with the hype women and the video screens.
I mean,
The Call of Duty launches where they have the chin up bar outside. They're having a chin up competition.
You get a free T-shirt if you can do 20. You're just like, I'm 3. It's okay, I'll take a sticker.
Half, okay.
I'll take a sticker. It's cool. I don't need
You get
the
those Red Bull trucks with the way too much bass just rolling through, being like, yeah, Red Bull duty.
I mean, those days are gone, and we're kind of becoming, something different entirely, and that's fine. It's just, change is sort of what I'm noticing, and
that community seems like it shifted from like standing physically in the line to just sitting at your guys' rigs.
Those
like
crowds still exist, so you
up.
can definitely still do that. But
I'm not buying a physical copy game if that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Dude, well,
I mean that means you have to.
I mean, I still do. Like, okay, so the funniest one I just experienced was the most recent Madden that came out, Madden 16. I went to the midnight release, and it was kind of a long line outside of GameStop right here over on like Havana, and it's just weird. It's just the more as you get older, you just see how weird it is because you're just like you're mapping it out, and like you got some guy who's literally talking on speakerphone to some other dude in Miami.
Shouting.
Dude, I swear to God. And he's just all like, dude, yeah, how many people at your store? Oh, there's like 100 people here, bro. I'm like, there's like 50 people here tops. Like, you can't do math, like at least visually. And he's like, yeah, we got like 200 people here. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, you want to link up there? Yeah, let's link up there. Oh, my God. And then another guy's like talking to his friend like, yeah, man, you want to get breakfast in the morning? Yeah, let's go get to Denny's, man. Get some eggs and stuff. Oh, man, about to get that omelet, son. I'm like, why are you... Don't have it on speakerphone.
And then you see his phone light up, and he's not in a call at all.
Yeah, and he's just so like...
he's like, just really nervous.
He's like, don't tell anybody else. Don't tell anybody else. Yeah, sure. No problem. And then there's a guy... The worst thing I saw, though, is I got my game, and I'm just out of there. Thank God I'm out of there. And then these guys are in the parking lot taking selfies with Madden. They're just all like, Madden 16, about to run a play. Touchdown. Interception.
Super exclusive club of Madden owner.
I was like, that's the worst thing I've ever seen at a midnight release.
That's pretty cringy.
Selfies with the game.
Was it even like a collector's edition or
whatever? Oh no,
it was just like
basic,
it was a base version.
Basic Xbox One, and they're just all like, yeah. I'm like, what? I don't know, man. People do some weird things that.
A lot of the difference here, though, is because we're members of the PC Master Race.
Right. Which, okay.
Whoa.
Wait.
Was that a little Aryan influence on that? Master Race?
Whatever,
maybe I should
man.
just get the hell out of here.
All right,
Take the black bucket and get the hell out of
we're
here.
gonna convert
Let's
you.
slow down. Okay, so pretty much if you follow the Other Brother channel, you're going to get a lot of influence from Logan and I.
You're going to get a lot.
Because we play on PC, and we're very happy with what PC has brought to the gaming community. And when you hear PC Master Race, you shouldn't think, well, look, I can buy a PC, and I know you can't, you broke ass, so we're better than you. It's supposed to be like, look, this is the best way to play video games, and we want you to do that too. Like, we want people to be playing on PC because that means in the future, more games will be supported on PC, they'll come out to PC first, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we've kind of converted just because we've noticed that
That's why I thought Master Race. I'm like, we already talked about Hitler, and now we're talking Master Race? Like, Jesus. Like, if
I need
go
to
that
step
door, it's
out.
not locked, and I don't know, man.
I'm done.
Noah's
done.
right. Noah's right, though. Noah's right.
The PC Master Race is not about being better than anybody. It's about this is the best way to game.
It's for those that I think take video games to a new level. You can take it seriously, but if it's seriously an enthusiast hobby of yours and you're not on a PC, then you're not really like... It's like being somebody who's super into cars but's driving a V4.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily saying like if you're not on PC then you're a scrub or blah blah blah. It's look, okay, so if you, let's say, have the money to buy a new console, and you spend a lot of your time during the week playing video games, then it's probably worth your time to sort of invest in something that will make your video game playing experience even better.
Yeah.
And it's actually not going to cost you that much more than buying a console, and it's going to last you longer
So much longer.
in the long run because it's upgradable and you don't have to buy a new console every few years.
Very true.
So, I mean, it's something that isn't, I'm worried that it comes across as arrogant and just kind of rude throughout the community that doesn't understand it, when really it should be a friendly thing where we want more people to like.
It's incredibly welcoming if you're like, hey, I want to be a member of the PC club.
Okay.
People are like, fuck yeah, let's get you in here.
Yeah, they want.
It's not like, nah, bruh.
Yeah, it's not we're better than you. It's like, let us help you. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean,
there's probably people out there who aren't as informed on like about the specs on it or just how much better it is, because
Right.
I personally have grown up with like, you know, the 32-bit Nintendo controller in my hand, so it's like ever since that I'm always used to having a controller, and I know that there's like controller adaptable, you know, things for the
Right.
PC, so it's just, I guess the information's out there, and I guess just people need more like guys like you to actually like go and tell them like, hey, what's up, like, you know, you can just get a rig yourself and build it and download all these games
We'll get
so.
you in. We'll get you in here real soon.
You're not getting me to
And-
drink the Kool-Aid though.
Okay,
You
here's
won't
the
get me
thing.
to drink the Kool-Aid.
What we also need to say is, just because we're like PC players doesn't mean we don't have next-gen consoles. Logan has both consoles. I have an Xbox. I mean, you don't need to be exclusive to PC, but it's a better way to play games. So we buy the majority of our games that are supported on PC,
There you go.
but I'm not going to not play Halo. I'm going to buy an Xbox and play Halo.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. If it's multi-platform, we're picking PC.
True. Yeah.
We have our consoles because we wanted to play Destiny.
right.
That's not on PC. We had to do that. I have my PlayStation because I don't have a good reason for having.
Netflix machine.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Netflix.
There you go.
You wanted to watch Netflix. You wanted to play. We can pretend you wanted to play Final Fantasy 15, but after that demo,
No, I got
saw the
it. I
demo.
bought my
Was it not
PlayStation originally for Destiny,
that good?
and that's when I learned that I hate the PlayStation controller. That's why I got the Xbox for Destiny. So I've spent a shitload of money on Destiny.
Even with the touchpad interface.
I hate that controller. But I mean, Last of Us is still there. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I still play Bloodborne. Bloodborne was dope.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still gonna play Ratchet and Clank. I'm still gonna hold on to the console because Sony's still gonna have cool exclusives.
this is kind of a question. Doesn't like the PlayStation have the ability for you being a PlayStation Vita owner? Can't you play full-on console games on your Vita if you wanted?
Yeah, it streams it from the PlayStation to my Vita, so I can play Destiny, I can play Bloodborne or whatever on my Vita. It'll just stream it to there.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Like if you wanted to play Ratchet and Clank in bed or something like that, that's pretty tight.
True.
You know.
It is, but my issues with the Vita are a whole different thing too because the buttons.
You hate everything PlayStation, is what I'm getting, right? You just don't like PlayStation at all.
If I could use my Xbox One controller on my PlayStation,
Much better. Okay.
so much better. And if the PlayStation was actually like good,
You're like that spoiled rich kid who everyone just wants to smack. They're like, I got an Xbox One and a PS4. Some kid's got like a wooden freaking rock. And
Oh,
you're just
God.
like, this is what I play with at home because my family.
No.
Poor. And you're just like, it sucks to be you. I got 2 controllers and 3
I just
hands.
put my hand in the face.
It's that kid
No.
who's
You're doing it wrong.
the kid who's 2 generations behind and has to find like the most like ghetto game store in town just to go find games that are like available for him.
Mm.
But that's the thing. Okay, so with PC, just to kind of make it sound better. All right.
Is
We
this
also-
a big PC advertisement that I'm not aware of? It's just
We
a PC
we also have emulators. All right. So
emulators. Mount up.
okay, not regulators, but
Okay. So
but
remind me too.
emulators. So we can play PS1, PS2, PS3, GameCube, Nintendo 64. Like we can play any game we want
That's pretty fucking
on
sick.
PC.
That's badass.
And if you have the disc still,
Yeah.
you pretty much just like put it in your computer and download it, and then you're like set up, ready to go.
What?
Yeah. So I mean,
Software do you need for that? Black hacks. Hashtag black hack.
that's the title of this video.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, if I was a.
What's our?
We're at an hour. We're coming up on the closing of our first podcast.
No,
Are you
Good.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Go
that's
for an hour.
that was an hour already.
This felt like the longest 5 minutes of my life. Are you kidding? An hour?
Well, I guess in closing then,
It's not really in closing. We're just bullshitting with each other. This is gonna be a normal thing. If if you guys want to keep checking us out, that's cool. I mean, we're gonna be busting out these podcasts, and we got some videos. We'll be having some more fun stuff on the way. I really appreciate you guys checking out this channel. We are Other Brother. Once again, I'm Logan.
This is Turbo, and I promise I won't be spilling beer every time.
And I'm Noah, and I mean, you can expect pretty much a bunch of different stuff coming from the channel. It's not going to be the same type of podcast every time. We're just kind of, talking. So if you guys want to keep checking it out, that'd be pretty cool, and we'll always be here. So
We're three guys doing something fun, at least to us.
yeah,
So,
I mean,
should we hug?
I mean,
hug it out.
we could like touch.
All right, see you next time.
I guess we can just touch tips on the beers. Touch tips.